school like right now, I am going to use my school fees, maybe my school fees. What the lecturer is even teaching you in school cannot even enter your head. I don't. Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome to my channel. And like the title implies, let's just go straight to the point. Recently, I just gained admission, and I think like 3 months ago, and I just want to share with you some things. But before that, I should have actually gained admission. I should have been in school right now since about 2023/2024. But 2023 was when I started my trading journey, right? The ending of 2023, and that ending of 2023, I was told by my parents to apply for JAM and do the whole processing of of entering the university, right? But as being a stubborn child, I that was the year I wanted to start trading, right? Because and for me, my mindset then was that I should focus on this thing called forex, right? I should just lock in and focus, the whole mindset, blah blah blah. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a kid that believes that if I go to school, it's gonna really change anything when it comes to the success I wanna achieve. Because everything I wanna do, everything I wanna strive for, is not gonna be found in school, right? And what I literally told my mom was actually funny. Then I literally told my mom that if you send me to school like right now, I am gonna use my school fees, maybe my school fees or any money you send to me, I am gonna use it to deposit it to my account and use it to trade. And I probably meant it, whether I meant it or not, that's not the real deal. Because at the end of the day, my mindset is like, if this is what I want to do and I actually believe that I am going to make it in this industry, why can't I take the risk? At the end of the day, the Yoruba adage goes like this: "Omole burututika fi fekun paje." You get what I mean? Which literally means that no matter how bad a child is, you can't disown the child, right? Just because of, let's say, I use my school fees to um, deposit it to my account. At the end of the day, maybe 3 months, it's all over. And even though I'm gonna, of course, take some consequences, but me, I love thinking long term, right? I don't think about what pain is gonna cost me just for the short term, because I'm just looking at the end goal. And so I actually meant it. And my mom being a supportive person also, and she knows when I actually want to go for something. She sees it in me. She saw the passion in me that, okay, this is actually what I want to go for. So she just decided to let me be for that year. And the whole of 2024, I started November, the trading journey in November, and the whole of 2024, my mindset was just that, okay, what is the hardest part that a lot of people find it hard to tackle in that training journey? And my answer was simply the risk management factor and the psychology factor, right? The whole advice when you're a beginner, the main advice from good traders that you're gonna see on the internet is psychology is 80%. Try to work on your psychology, trade one pair, all those things that has to do with giving you a very good psychology and discipline. Yeah. And so that was the path. That was what I was focused on throughout 2024. I didn't put any attention into strategy, right? I just watched the video, which at the end of, for me, I am literally gonna be a firm believer of, you as a beginner, don't spend too much time on strategy. First, focus on that psychology aspect and risk management aspect, because that is what the 90% who are not successful, that is what they did not start with. So you should you should follow another path that the 90% are not following when they began, right? So for me now, what I'm lacking is that strategy path, because when it comes to the psychology, the thing I actually wanted to go for, I really, really excelled in that. When it comes to the psychology, of course, you can never master your psychology is something that you can never master, right? It's still going to become, you're still going to be, but the discipline, the mental toughness for you to keep tackling the psychology when it comes, is what I've built in myself, right? And that was just the goal for 2024, and I achieved it, right? So which also went back which also correlates with what I which also correlated with my mindset in 2023, that, okay, I want to come into this game. I don't want to go to school yet, but I want to lay my foundation. I want my foundation to be as hard as a rock, right? So, which the foundation is the psychology part and the risk management part, right? So now 2024 is just to try and lock in more on strategy and make psychologists here for me, risk management is here, and my strategy is still here, right? My expertise on strategies to here, and that is what I want to try and bring here through backtesting and a lot of things, right? So now going back to the admission part, I just gained admission, and to be honest, guys, to be honest, if you are a beginner, right, and you haven't entered school, what I would say is that at the end of the day, you mixing school and trading a is not a tough thing to do, right? It's gonna be tough in a sense whereby you are still struggling with discipline and that risk management aspect, the discipline as a whole, the discipline in following your rules. If you are still lacking in that aspect, school, anything you are doing with trading at that moment is going to be tough because you are going to be frustrated. Because now, let's say you just exited um, a trade that you should have actually exited in maybe $50 loss, and then you are now down $200. What the lecturer is even teaching you in school cannot even enter your head. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So trading, mixing trading with other things is not a hard thing to do. But if you are still in that path of blowing accounts, trust me, every other thing you are doing is just you're gonna be messed up. I don't know if you understand. You're gonna be messed up in any other thing you're doing. So for me, like I said, so for me, if that is not a problem for you, then trust me, you're gonna excel in anything you want to excel in as a side stuff, right? As anything you're doing on the side, because your mentality, you're in a good state of mind, you're not thinking about that account you just blow. Do you get what I mean? So for me personally, it's gonna be a walk in the park for me, because at the end of the day, it's not like you don't spend, even though if you are still struggling with the discipline part, you won't be spending, you're not spending a whole lot of time on the charts, right? So mixing that with school is not going to be a big deal. But like I said, it's just the mental part of those who haven't been disciplined with their risk management and be disciplined with following their rules as a whole, that are going to have a tough time in anything, whether school or anything. They're going to have a tough time, right? And how I plan on balancing my trading plus school is that, because I'm not just only trading plus school, I am trading, I am schooling, I'm a content creator, I'm also a fitness content creator, right? So like four things already, and of course it's not gonna be easy, and I just want to put this out there. If you want to achieve anything in life, it's not gonna come easy, right? You have to be the one who's not gonna be lazy. Wake up early. My plan now is to be waking up as early as possible. Plan my schedule. Have a very good schedule that I'm gonna be following, because if I want to excel in academics and also excel in trading, I have to be consistently invested in them, in both, every single day, right? And it's just by creating schedule and actually following the schedule. It's one thing to create a schedule, it's another thing to be disciplined and consistent with the schedule, right? And another thing I have in mind is to make sure I'm reading ahead of the class, right? Make sure I'm reading ahead of the class. So it's gonna put me in a calm state of mind. I'm not trying to rush things 2 weeks before exam or something like that. And one of my goals is to actually get a first class. But at the end of the day, first class is not just by mouth, right? But now the thing about that first class is that even though I have a mentality of that I want to get the first class, at the end of the day, my psychology going, because my mindset is, one mindset is saying I want to be first class, one mindset is like, at the end of the day, first class or not, I don't need the school as a whole. You understand what I mean? So at the end of the day, but at least I have the mindset that I can achieve first class, and also first class in trading. What do I mean by first class in trading? Like, I'm also gonna excel in trading. All my dreams in trading, I am gonna crush everything. But for you to do that, you have to become a new person, right? You have to become a new person. It's not just you that are still procrastinating or something like that. So you have to be a person that you are really disciplined in those time management is very crucial. Time management is going to be very crucial for this kind of things, right? Whether you are working alongside trading or something like that, And you just have to. And number two is that what I want to say is that you should, if you are a trader, you are schooling, you should also focus on less pairs, right? It's gonna make you grounded. Focus on one pair, one session. It's okay, and yeah, that's just one of the yeah, that's just one of the keynotes. If you are doing anything, or you can go for swing trading or trading one pair, so that you won't be bombarded with a whole lot of analysis and everything. And come on, you are still a beginner. Focus on those one pair and one session. When you now master yourself and you are good at it, you can now start. You really want to take the decision yourself at the end of the day, right? So yeah, that's just what I gotta say, and I just want to put this out there to you guys. And yeah, peace out.